How's your week going so far? It's gonna get hotter. Oh, oh, well done. You've already been out in your garden? I'm finishing up this painting project, but yeah, I don't seem to be a morning person about it, so I get to go out when it gets really hot out. But it's okay. I don't know. I feel like it's not, it doesn't bother me as much. Yesterday was overcast, so it was okay. You know, I wouldn't have been able to do it probably if it was if the sun had been beating down the way it has been. Good morning, Carrie. Oh, wow. Well, that sounds lovely. Oh, okay. Okay. I hate I had an eyeball migraine last week. It was just like all in the right eye. So miserable. Oh my No, you really, it's almost impossible. Sleeping, just going back to bed. Morning, Haley. How are you? Oh, I am. Yay! Good job. Um, yeah. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and get started. It's right 8 o'clock, and see if anyone else joins us. But ooh. Um, so the card I pulled this morning was deer. I have it somewhere. And the deer card is gentleness. Oh, I don't know where I put it. So it's all about gentleness and loving kindness. So that's always a good focus for us, right? You can't go wrong with gentleness and loving kindness. So we're going to do that. So find a seat on your mat. Go ahead and mute yourselves if you haven't already. And we're going to begin. Find your comfortable seat. Sit up tall. And close your eyes. Allow your body to settle onto your mat. And take your hands and rub them together. Build a little energy between your palms. And then cup your hands over your eyes. Soften the muscles of your face, eyes, jaw, skin. And let your attention rest in the flow of your breath. With every exhale, soften. Let your shoulders soften, eyes and jaw and skin. And slowly release your hands down. And grab one thumb with the opposite hand. What is the intention behind your touch? Allow it to be gentle, to be a touch of loving kindness. Let every exhale soften your shoulders, eyes, jaw, skin. And with every inhale, invite in quality of loving kindness. Switch and hold the opposite thumb. Watch your breath. Each breath an invitation to loving kindness, and each exhale, gently release shoulders, eyes, jaw, skin. And bring hands together in front of the heart. Take a small inward bow. And then if an intention arises for you, invite it in. On your next inhale, lift your arms up high, lift your face. Exhale, let your hands float down, drop your chin towards your chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. One more reach. With your exhale, drop your right hand to the mat and reach through your left fingers as you sway to the side. Take a breath here, root your sit bones, roll your heart open. And exhale, stretch, hip to fingertips. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. And one full deep breath, spin the heart, the rib cage to the sky. Exhale. Soften the effort as you extend through your fingers and your crown. Inhale, center. Release hands to heart. And switch. come forward to hands and knees. And keep the eyes closed, the gaze internal. And begin to move with your breath in whatever way your body is calling for. Notice if your thoughts ever become critical or judgmental. And offer yourself loving kindness. You can think of it as the witness, as the mother comforting the child. And we'll meet in hands and knees for a breath. And transition to cat-cows. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift your hips, your heart, your gaze. And exhale, point your toes around your spine. And move with your breath. On your next exhale, curl your body all the way back into a child's pose. Drop your forehead to the mat and extend through the crown of your head, anchor through your tailbone. Soften eyes, jaw, skin, shoulders. What are you inviting in with this in-breath? Where can you be more gentle, more loving with your out-breath? Ground into your fingers and energize your arms. Can you energize your arms while keeping a sense of softness in your shoulders and in your face and eyes? On your next inhale, pull yourself up and rock forward on your knees to find a heart opening. Shoulders roll back. And exhale and rock back into your child's pose. Tailbone anchors. Inhale to pull up and rock forward. Shoulders roll back, heart, throat open. Exhale to rock back. Twice more with your breath. We hold to the balance of movement with as much gentleness and softness as we can find. And let your next inhale bring you to hands and knees. And exhale, curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Two breaths here. And inhale your right leg high. And exhale, step forward into your lunge. Rise up onto your fingertips. Open your heart. Strong legs, lift your toes. Square right hip back. Charge through your back leg. Ground your left hand and inhale your right arm up into your twist. You can keep your gaze at neutral or drop it to the floor or extend your gaze up as long as you can do so without tension or strain. And anchor your right hip back and reach your right arm over your head. And exhale, spin back to the floor, drop your back knee. Feel free to use a little extra cushion under that back knee. And then inhale, root to rise, Anjaneyasana. Interlace your fingers behind your skull and find a little gentle isometric pressure. The head rests back into the support of the hands. The hands create that support. Tailbone curls under. And as you exhale, soften your face, eyes, jaw, skin. Feel the strength in your legs, tailbone curls under, hips root. And the torso is light and buoyant and relaxed. One more breath. And as you exhale, release your hands and bring them down to the floor at the inside of your foot. Walk your right foot out, 1 foot's width, and you can allow your toes to turn slightly at a diagonal. As you lower your heart towards the mat. Depending on your body, you might come down onto your forearms or forearms supported on a block or pillow or bolster. See if you can bring some support to your forehead in some way. I like to bring my hands palm to palm and then rest my third eye on my thumbs. And as you do that, soften the heart and extend through your crown. And find a release of tension in neck, shoulders, jaw, eyes, skin. We hold the energy in the legs, but soften through the torso. Each inhale, root into your feet, find a engagement, a hug of your inner thighs. Each exhale curls tailbone towards the earth, right knee widens to the right. And release. Inhale, press yourself up. And rock yourself all the way back to Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Drop your right hip back and down as you lean forward into the stretch. Press your right heel into the earth and gently root down and drag back as you hinge from the pelvis. Root to rise. Come forward into your lunge. Step back to plank. Drop knees, chest and chin. Pull your heart forward. Exhale. soften. Inhale to a low cobra. See if you can take the weight out of your hands. Lift through the back body. Press into the back of your skull. Ground your toes. 2 more breaths. And exhale. Make your way, shift back. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Release the crown of your head towards your hands, heart soft. Upper arms roll wide. Inhale your left leg high. And exhale, step forward into your lunge. Rise up onto your toes, lift through your torso, anchor your back heel. Square your hips. Ground your right arm and left arm lifts into your twist. Find the gaze that doesn't create tension. Your gaze can be down, or forward, or lift. Left hip pulls back. Lengthen the left side of your body and reach your left arm over your head towards the top of the mat. And then exhale, spin back to the floor. Drop your back knee. Feel free to use a little extra cushion. And take your hands out to the right. You can walk your foot 1 foot's width wider. Maybe turn your toes out at a slight angle. And lower your heart towards the mat. If you can, find a way to support at the third eye. Soften the heart between the shoulder blades. Extend the crown of your head forward. Feel the strength in your legs, the hug through your inner thighs, the anchor of your tailbone. And soften your upper body. Relax your shoulders, jaw, eyes, skin. Each inhale renews the strength of your legs. Each exhale, gentleness spreads through your body. Root to rise. Inhale back up. Shift your weight back for Ardha Hanumanasana. Hands come to your hips. Left hip draws back and down. Ground through your heel. Find an isometric drag back. A gentle hinge at the hips. Shrug your shoulders up towards your ears and down your back a couple times. And with an exhale, let the shoulders soften. And come back to Anjaneyasana. Inhale your arms up over your head. Interlace your fingers. Bring the hands to support the back of the skull. Inner arms pull loosely in towards your ears. Tailbone curls under as the crown lifts. Strong legs. Can you find a gentle buoyancy through your upper body? Soft heart, soft gaze, full gentle breath. And then exhale, release your hands. Step back to plank. Drop your knees. Soften your shoulders. And then slowly lower to your belly. Point your toes. Click toenails into the mat. Tailbone curls towards your heels. Crown of your head extends forward. From the anchor of your pelvis, the strength in your legs, soften your shoulders back. Heart comes forward, crown lifts. And come up only as high as you can without increasing tension or strain in your face, jaw, eyes. And exhale to roots. And inhale, rock back to child's pose. Press into the third eye. Extend your crown forward from the anchor of your tailbone. With each inhale, press into your fingertips. Feel the inner arms lift. As you exhale, roll your upper arms away from your ears, shoulders down your back, and extend through your crown. Find a gentle pulse in your face, your shoulders. With your next inhale, come to hands and knees. Curl your toes under, downward facing dog, 2 breaths. And slowly walk feet to hands. Find a bend in your knees, drop chest to thighs, release head and neck. Exhale, anchor through your tailbone. And inhale, slowly roll up to standing. Hands to heart. Take a breath or two in Tadasana. Lift your toes, feet even and parallel. Feel the hug of your inner thighs. Anchor through all 4 corners of your feet. And from the strength and foundation of your legs, inhale, let your arms float up. Find a buoyancy through your upper body. Exhale, let your hands float down. Notice your upper arms, your shoulders, your neck. How soft can you make it as you inhale your arms over your head? And exhale, lower them. Move your arms slightly into the back plane. So you can feel the free movement of your shoulder blades as you move your arms up and then down. Interlace your fingers behind your back on your next exhale. Roll shoulders back, lift through your heart, through your face. And as you exhale, bow forward, let your arms reach towards the sky as your head relaxes towards the earth. One more breath. Let your next inhale carry you back to standing. Release your hands. And back to heart center. Inhale, lift your arms, lift your gaze. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step both feet back to plank. Drop your knees. Soften your shoulders and slowly lower down. Inhale to your baby cobra. And exhale, shift back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, lunge. And drop your back heel. Inhale up to warrior two. Turn your palms up, soften your shoulders. Gaze out past your fingertips. With an inhale, lift your right arm to the sky. With an exhale, come forward into extended side angle. Right arm drops to the thigh, left arm extends. Take a breath here. Again, gaze can be down, straight ahead, or lifted. Anchor your tailbone, spin your heart open. Wait for the bottom of your exhale. And inhale up. Reverse triangle, straighten your front leg. And exhale, triangle pose. Can rest your hand at your shin if you press the shin into your hand, ankle, or earth. One more breath. And put a bend into your knee as you spin your hands to the mat. And step back to plank. Feel free to shift straight to downward facing dog or move through a chaturanga vinyasa. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step it forward into your lunge. Drop your back heel. Inhale up, warrior two. Turn your palms up, soften your shoulders. Strong legs. Root hips to feet to earth. And inhale, find the buoyancy of your torso. Soft shoulders, soft gaze. With an inhale, lift your front arm to the sky. Exhale, extended side angle. Left forearm to thigh, right arm reaches up and over. Spin your torso. Find the gaze that releases tension, either towards the earth, straight ahead, or lifted, or changing the gaze anytime. Wait for the bottom of an exhale, root to rise, reverse triangle, straighten your front leg. And then exhale into triangle. You can bring your hand to your shin if you press shin into your hand, your ankle, or the earth. With an exhale, bend your front knee, spin your hands to frame your foot, step back to plank, and either shift downward facing dog or move through your chaturanga vinyasa. Knees on the earth or lifted, cobra or upward dog, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Soften shoulders, eyes, jaw, skin. Drop your knees. Sit back into child's pose. Inhale and slowly roll yourself up to seated. Shrug your shoulders back and swing your legs out around front. Root into your sit bones. Inhale, lift your arms. And exhale, hinge forward from your hips. Let your heart soften. We find the hug through the legs, anchor through your heels. Hips draw back and down as you extend your crown forward, your heart forward. And then find a pulse in your body with your breath so that the inhale pulls you away from the edge of the stretch, lengthens the spine, lifts the heart. And then the exhale softens you back into the stretch. The inhale creates space. Shoulders roll back away from the ears. And you exhale and soften into the stretch, even as you release tension, jaw, eyes, skin. Inhale, root to rise. Draw your left foot into your groin. Inhale, lift your arms. And exhale, hinge forward. Exist in the gentle pulse of your breath. Root to rise, inhale up. And take your left foot and place it over your right thigh. Hips are squared forward. Give yourself a little foot massage. And give some love to each toe. Pressing into the ball of the foot, down the arches. Notice any places where you feel more tender. Give them a little extra attention. And you can lift the knee and the foot. And depending on your flexibility, you can hold the knee or the foot. You can place the foot into the elbow. We're just going to gently move at the hip. Rockabye the leg, the hip. And grasping your foot, lean into your left hip and make circles. And then come back to center and place your foot to the outside of your knee. Right elbow draws the knee into the chest. Inhale, left arm high. And exhale, come into a twist. Shoulders roll back and down. Heart lifts. Soften your gaze. Lift through your crown and breathe into the twist. Inhale back to center, lift the arms. And exhale, unwind. Stretch left leg out and draw right foot in. Inhale, reach. And exhale, hinge from your hips. And find the pulsing breath, the inhale that pulls you away from the edge of the stretch, lifts the heart, lengthens your spine. And the exhale that softens your shoulders, softens you into the stretch. Lengthens through your crown, releases tension in eyes, jaw, shoulders, skin. Inhale pulls you out of the stretch. And take your right foot over your left thigh and give yourself a foot massage. Each toe, get some loving attention. The ball of your foot, down the arches. And then bringing your foot up to give the leg and the hip a rock side to side. Offering your legs, your feet, some loving attention, some gratitude. And hold your foot in your left hand and lean to your right and make some circles. Massage your hip. So you're circling around the ball joint. And come back to center. Place your foot to the outside of your knee. Left arm hugs right knee into chest. Inhale your right arm to the sky. And exhale, twist. Every exhale softens shoulders, extends your crown upwards, releases tension in eyes, jaw, face, skin. Inhale back to center. Unwind your legs and take your left shin across the top of your mat and right ankle on top of left knee. So depending on your flexibility, this might look like this. It might look like this. You can place a blanket or a block or a support under your lower knee. That serves your body. If you feel pain in your knees, then you want to back out of the pose. You can always draw your lower heel in towards your hip, or you can come to this variation, or the variation where you're laying down on your back, or a traditional foursquare. So find the version that serves your body. Inhale, find your long spine. You can reach your fingertips up. And exhale, release your hands, soften skin, close your eyes, and breathe into your pelvis, into your hips. Once again, wrap your right hand around your left thumb. Let your hands rest in your lap, shoulders shrug back. And you can stay upright, or if it serves your body, you can lean forward. With an inhale, come back to center. Shift your weight back to unwind your legs and take the right leg underneath. So find the opposite variation of the last side, whatever that looks like for you. And let your left hand cover your right thumb. Tall spine, soft shoulders. Drop your chin slightly, drop your gaze. And breathe into the pelvis. If it serves your body, you can lean forward into the stretch or stay in that upright, tall spine. Each inhale is full into the pelvis. Each exhale sends loving kindness through the body, releasing tension in shoulders, eyes, jaw, skin. And root to rise, inhale back up. Lean back to unwind your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together for Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Create a little tension, hands at the thighs. Let the thighs squeeze up into the hands, pubic bone roots, crown lifts. And as you exhale, soften your knees, tailbone curls towards the earth. Crown extends high. And if it serves your body, you can bow forward over your legs. And play in the pulse of your breath so that every inhale brings you back towards that long spine. Heart lifts. And every exhale takes you deeper into your stretch, whatever it looks like in your body. Notice your inner voices and offer yourself loving kindness with every inhale. The exhale releases what no longer serves. It softens your shoulders, your skin, eyes, and jaw. And wait for the bottom of an exhale. And inhale, press yourself up. Draw your knees together. And we're going to make our way down onto our backs. Ground your feet below your hips for a bridge pose. Ground shoulders, elbows, the base of your skull. And as you inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale and lower your hips until they just barely brush the floor. And inhale, lift them high. Keep the shoulders soft, the face soft, the base of the skull grounding. You can stay in this gentle flow of breath and movement. Or if it serves your body, you can pause with your hips lifted, clasp your hands under the back, and lift your hips even higher as you root through the backs of your arms and the back of your skull. 2 more breaths in whichever variation you've chosen. And then let the exhale slowly lower your hips down. Lift knees over hips, cross right thigh over left. Take a slight shift of your hips to the right and lower your knees to the left, gaze to the right. Soften into your twist. Each inhale is an invitation to loving kindness. Each exhale releases tension in shoulders, eyes, jaw, skin. Wait for the bottom of your exhale. Inhale back to center. Unwind your legs. Place left thigh over right. Take a slight jog of your hips to the left and lower knees to the right, gaze to the left. Wait for the bottom of your exhale and inhale back to center. Unwind your legs. Place the feet mat width apart and windshield wiper knees down to the left as you stretch your right arm up over your head. And windshield wiper your knees to the right as you stretch through the left fingertips. Move side to side at your own pace. Create space in your body with your breath. The exhale is an invitation to release anything that is not serving you, to let tension drain away. And then take a moment to do any last poses that your body is calling for in this moment. And then stretch out your legs in preparation for Shavasana. Ground through your heels. Take your arms up over your head. Find a deep stretch from toes to fingertips. And as you exhale, let your legs soften. Keep your arms over your head today, for the moment anyway, and let one hand rest in the other. If at any point this becomes uncomfortable, feel free to move your arms into a more comfortable position. And close your eyes. Let your legs fall open. Your fingers relax and curl. Your face soften. Take 3 slow, intentional breaths. Every exhale is a deeper letting go. Every inhale invites in loving kindness. And release intention. And allow your awareness to rest in the spaces between the inhale and the exhale. Gently bring your attention back to your body. Take deep, expansive breaths. And draw energy in with your breath and begin to move and stretch. Make your way to your side and slowly up to a comfortable seat, hands together in front of the heart. Inhale and invite in loving kindness. I invite you to take one last moment to honor your intention or to set an intention to be gentle with yourself today, this week, this month. To offer yourself encouragement and love and the gentle kindness that is accepting of all your mistakes. We'll close our class and amplify this intention with the sound of the Om, chanted together. Exhale where you are. Inhale together. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.